Hello everybody and welcome back to Vintage Survival. So I think before we move on to the next day, I'm actually going to do something which some of my viewers suggested, because I did say what should we do with the forest, and I did have some extremely good suggestions, and the one which I really liked, which I know a lot of people thumbed up anyway, was to clear all these trees, then turn this into good grass, so we plough it up and put this type of grass in, and then we basically turn this lower part of the field back into gravel, and then we can put a new shed and a grain silo up. I think probably the grain silo first, because I have always been struggling for storage for grains, and as we get more land we're going to want to store it instead of just selling it immediately, and then yeah, as soon as we have more money after that we can put a shed up for more storage. So yeah, let's start. Let's take these down. Now these are going to be a bit tricky, but they are possible to do. These ones here are dead easy, these are brilliant. So just slice that one, and slice this one. It won't take long to do this. I've already done most of the work. Oh, and somebody said that if you actually follow through with the chainsaw you can delete the stump. I just remembered that after letting go of the mouse button. Whoops. Well, maybe it'll work for this one here. So if I don't let go, what do I do? Oh yeah, it's gone red, so what do I do? Just hold it. Oh, nice. That's probably like the obvious feature which everybody already knew, but I'm always a bit behind. But I know now, so thank you to those people who mentioned that. So just don't let go of the mouse. There you go, I think it went. That one's going that way. They're not really very predictable the way these are going. And I don't know, we might even put some new trees in where the is that working? Yeah, where the silo is going to go, because there'll be an area probably near to it or near the new shed, which we don't really need. So we could put a new tree up, because it'll be a bit empty without trees. I don't like to take them down, but we're doing this so we can profit. So yeah, we'll start with the easy ones. Get these thrown onto the trailer, and I think also we'll cut the grass down there, because otherwise it's a bit of a waste before we turn it to gravel, because it's fully fertilised. Well, it's fully rolled, which is fertiliser. At least the one I used, the roller I used, does an application of fertiliser with it. So yeah, we'll use that as sheep feed, I think. Maybe we can feed the sheep immediately with it, because they will have consumed quite a lot of that hay. Although actually I did put a pretty big bale in there, so they might still have some left. Right, so I'll just load these up, and I'll probably trim the other ones off camera, because they will be a bit painful and I don't want to bore you with it. Yes, they will be a pain. If I can actually maybe, I don't know if it will work, but if I can transport them as a whole tree, which I know is ridiculous, but it'll be so much easier, I will do. So I'll give that a go. Okay, so here we are with our first load. In the past I've been pretty good at guessing where the button is. I might have to switch. Oh no, there it is. 5,217. So yeah, that was the easy one. A bit of the awkward tree there, but from now on I'm going to have to get pretty much entire trees. Not because I want to, really because I have to. We want to get cracking with this. We don't want to just spend the entire episode processing a very awkward clump of trees. Maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew. These things are massive. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've cleared the other ones, but I haven't sold them yet. We can sell them all in one go. But that is the forest cleared. It's looking very empty actually. Looks a bit sad and lonely. But yes, we can improve the area. I didn't necessarily need to get rid of all these ones, but I think it'd be better just to have a big grass field at the top instead of having some obstacles in the way. But yeah, now I think we should... well, we need to cultivate it. We need to mow the other piece. I think it would be good to get the grass growing, so we'll cultivate it and drill it. All these cars make it so hard. They must be thinking, how dare he bring this tree down the road? Yes, it's me at fault. It's not what you'd tend to do. But the roads always seem busier when I'm trying to transport something like the combine or some abnormal load like this. Okay, so let's see if I can get everything to the trigger at the same time. Maybe. Just keep spamming the R button until I find the button. Where's it gone to? There it is. So we've got another £2,653 there, which brings our total to £23,452, which hopefully will be enough to be able to buy a grain silo. There is the Storinator, which I've used on competitive multiplayer, and apparently there is one integrated into this map. So if I just go into here somewhere, silos, there must be something. Must be that one. Farm silo, 40,000. Okay, that's very nice. That is very nice, but unfortunately, it is still out of our price range, which makes me sound poor. Yeah, I think the Storinator is only 10,000. I would like to have both, because then we can have the Storinator on one series and the integrated one onto this series. Oh, but it's just the way it is. Just got to use what we can afford. Okay, so stumps I can remove from the easy development mod. I, again, don't like to do that. It's just I can't find like a vintage stump grinder, and I've cut the trees too low now to do it with the lumberjack mod. So there we have it. The stumps have gone. That was quite a lot of brush actually. I didn't even acknowledge that because of all the trees in the way. But this is a better area, much bigger area to have the grass, and then we can turn that bit back into gravel. Also, we can make some money by selling this, the tree planting equipment thing, hand planting sapling box, £1,500. So that's helpful money again. So cultivators, I almost forgot, but I do own one. It's over here. So we'll get that put onto the back of the Ford, and we'll start to clean up that area. Also, the grain that we have in the trailer there can be put into the silo. Yeah, I'm pleased that I didn't move on to April. There would have been way too much stuff to do. The canola here would have been ready to harvest. The animals would have likely needed more work. Okay. So yeah, like I said, it's a rough seed bed. It's going to have quite a bit of stubble in it and bits of brush, but it's all we need. Let's get rid of these bushes and stuff. Tidy the place up. It's probably the first time in decades that this area's been cultivated. It's just been a forest, which I extended. I don't think this is going to be a major job, and we can then go over it almost immediately with the drill. And that thing is huge, so we should get it covered in no time. And then, after that, we can just clear the bottom piece of grass. I'm not going to do it all. Oh no, look, they're not disappearing. I wonder if the mower will be able to cut through those. If so, they'll disappear when we cut the grass for the first time. If not, then, well, they'll actually blend in when the grass grows. So it's not the end of the world. Because I think we've got a bit more of that stuff down here. Yeah, in the existing field. Anyway, I'll get this done and then we can drill. Tuck this back into here. And there we have the drill, which should already have seed and fertilizer in it. Plenty for just this small area. Yep. We're set to wheat. We don't want to be putting wheat in. So let's get up to set to grass. There we go. And it should make the field look a bit better. At the moment it's a bit weird looking with the different textures. I do love this drill. Oh, I might have said that before. I say it in nearly every episode. Yeah, for a series like this, it is just the perfect drill. Because it doesn't take much power, because it's not PTO powered. It also can apply fertilizer, which is great. That is absolutely amazing. Such a good feature for such a, well, what looks to be such a basic drill. Not wanting to offend it there, because it is obviously a very good drill. Basic doesn't mean bad necessarily. Okay, it's it's dragging that texture across, so it's going to still look weird. So we're just going to have to wait until the next episode. For when it germinates, and then it should look really decent. It should be a nice green haze. I was trying to be intricate, but yeah, it's just not necessary. As long as it's all done, which it is, that's fine. It looks terrible, but it won't be. By the next episode, we're going to be looking at a nice field, all blended. Very good. So yeah, if we can just cut that grass quickly. Things are taking longer than I expected because of the trees initially. Actually, it's a good opportunity to use the John Deere again. Attached to the mower, and it is just this lower part which I want to do. I don't want to do anything else. Those rolls are really in the way. Need to find a home for them. Actually, this grass isn't even that established. And do we want to go all the way up to level with there? Like, we don't want to go too far. Maybe up to here for a start, and then we'll go level when we build a shed, a storage shed. Well, we might get one bale out of this because we've already got 58% straw in here. Oh, it's converted. So yeah, here's the first grass bale. The first and possibly only, but that's alright. Of course I don't have automatic enabled, so there we go. Close that down. And then we just have the 2 swaths and a bit of that one actually. Go back for that. Then we can gravel this, which I don't think is free. I don't think I have that mod enabled. And then I'll have to go out of the game to enable the Storinator, which, as it turns out, is a fantastic mod. Again, basic and low cost. Basic is not bad. Yep, so as predicted, we're not going to get another one, but that's fine. We weren't really doing it to get tons of bales. Such a tiny area. Okay. Right. Switch that off. Yeah, I'm going to have to put the front loader on to move the bale. Really, it just needs to be moved to over here, because it's for the sheep anyway. Nice. I think it was April the next month when we're going to be selling the wool, was it? I'll have to check again. It won't be this episode. Next time. But yeah, we can certainly now gravel the area. I need to make sure I find the same texture. It looks like that one, but that's asphalt. Would it be? No, that's different. Maybe it is the asphalt one. Nope. That one? Good grief, which one is it? That one. Yes, okay. Yes, we need to have the same material. Keep it neat. There we go. Lovely. Very, very nice. So, I think it was gravel initially. It's gravel again now. But we've done so much to improve everything. We're just trying to do it at the right speed. So I'll go and get the Storinator, and we'll hopefully build it right here. Right, okay, so construction. Let me have a look here. Silo. And there it is. Actually, it's pretty big, isn't it? Like, I think for this map, this one would be better. But then £40,000. Actually, I don't think there's anything stopping us from having a loan. So we could have a loan. It would also take up less space, and then we can use both the Storinator and this one. Let's just check the capacities. So this one is 80,000 litres, and this one is 300,000. Okay, okay. Right, okay. Now, there's two sides here. I know that I should go for the Storinator because it's bigger by miles and it's far cheaper. However, we don't want to have it too easy. And yeah, if you take the easy option every time, then that's just takes the fun out of it in a way. It's fun to begin with, but it soon gets boring. So I think we'll do this the professional way, like the realistic way. Because, to be honest, in real life, I don't think you're going to build a grain silo of £10,000. Even 40 seems a good price. So we will borrow, which we'll hopefully be able to repay really soon, just £20,000. I know some people are going to shout at me and say, that's ridiculous, why are you doing that? There's no logic in that. But actually, there is logic, and hopefully many will agree it is probably the better thing to do. So anyway, we'll put it here, on the corner of the yard. Is that the right way around? I don't want to put it the wrong way around. Although if I do, it's not the end of the world, I can just replace it. So just there we go. And I think it would be a shame not to use it. So we'll put our trailer load into there. I don't think we're going to be using the cultivator again for a while. Okay, so never used it before. Oh, looks like you can just go from here, but we'll get a bit closer. I think you are supposed to reverse up to that little hopper there, so we will do. Again, we need a bit of realism. There we go. So we're using it. Very nice. And I think that's a good place to end. So things will have changed next time, the grass will have germinated, and we might even be able to, well, possibly build a shed in the next few days. We've got many harvests to do, so it's going to help. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, hopefully you enjoyed it, and until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.